Good evening and welcome to the 2019 and 2020 athletic banquet for Waldorf University. A banquet without food, another casualty of the coronavirus. This virus is teaching us many things. Going through this experience is a learning experience in itself for all of us. Because of this virus, some of our athletes got to compete this year, and many didn't. But one thing we've all learned from this is that sports certainly aren't everything, and sports aren't all important. Life is all important. And that's why we are doing things the way we are now. That's why we're all making the sacrifices we are making now. And I know you are back home, scattered throughout the world, with your families, wherever that might be. And I would guess your families are in many different sorts of situations. Some of you might be home with families in which people have lost jobs because of this pandemic and all the things that are closed down and aren't happening now. You may be in a position of hardship at this time. Others of you may have family members and parents who work in the healthcare industry. Or you may have parents that work in the retail or food industries. And your parents are as busy as ever, and in fact risking their lives on a daily basis to make life in our world continue to happen. I know a student in one of my classes, she and her family, while they didn't need to, all went to their local Walmart and got jobs because they know Walmarts and Targets and places like that need workers right now so that we can get the products we need to live our daily lives. I applaud that student and her family for what they're doing. And think about this. It's time to apply some of what we are as Waldorf University right now. We are a liberal arts college. Now, I'm sure you've all heard that at some time while you've been here, but that means we're here to teach you about more than just your major, and we're to teach you certainly about more than just your sport. What some of the liberal arts is supposed to do is make you think about life itself. And some of what the liberal arts is supposed to do is make you look at the world over and above yourself. Looking at the big picture makes us realize right now that our self-sacrifice is for something much more important than each of us. And so for the good of the world, for the good of those who could die from this virus, we're adapting. We're isolating ourselves. When we are in public, we're practicing social distancing, trying to be 6 feet away from each other, so that we don't get this virus and so that we don't spread it to anyone else. Part of the liberal arts is supposed to teach us how to adapt. That's exactly what we're doing right now. That's exactly what we're doing with this banquet with no food. And we are adapting our learning. And classes are happening in all sorts of different ways right now, but they're still happening. And I hope you're still all learning. Okay. I want to read to you a passage from the 40th chapter of Isaiah. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will faint and grow weary, and the young will fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord, for them their strength shall be renewed. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. Here ends the reading. I think we are all waiting right now waiting for this coronavirus to pass, waiting for an immunization, waiting for life to turn to normal again. We wait for the Lord. But what we are doing because it is our call, it is our vocation at this time, for our own good and for the sake of the world we live in and the people we live with. Let us place our trust in God. And let us tonight thank God for those sports that did happen this year. Thank God for all the athletes who are a part of our family here at Waldorf and still get to be a part of athletics here, and hopefully we'll be back to compete again. And let us thank God for giving us even this university that is trying to adapt and still provide you with an education and opportunities to compete in the future. God bless you all during this time, and I look forward to seeing you all again next fall. Thank you.
Hey Warriors, President Bob here, welcoming you to this very unconventional athletic banquet. Thinking of you guys a lot, missing you, being on campus. The best part of my day is having the opportunity to watch you compete, whether that's on the court or the field, the ice, the track, the diamonds. What am I missing? The lanes. I'm sure I'm missing a few other things, but really missing you guys. I can't tell you the number of times that I'm at one event watching a volleyball team play live and watching the football team while they're at a away game on my phone, or I've been driving up to Albert Lee to catch a hockey game and watch a basketball game on my way up there. I think I hit an opossum once, but that's another story. But proud of what you do and how you represent Waldorf University. The community, I hear all the time how much they appreciate Waldorf student athletes. The way that you come in, you give high fives to elementary students, making their day, making their week. Helping people, rake their yards, all kinds of service projects, and giving back to the community. So you do a great job representing yourself, your team, our university, both on the playing field and in the community. I want to thank the coaches as well for all that you do for our student athletes, not only to get them ready to compete, but also to be successful at life. And you take advantage of the academics at Waldorf and the experiences that you get outside of the classroom. You are set for life. So with that, I hope you enjoy the rest of this banquet. Miss you guys. Can't wait till we're all back together again. Can't wait to see you compete. And go Warriors!
Hello Warriors, this is Edgar Gonzaga, head men's soccer coach at Waldorf University. I hope that you're staying safe and staying healthy. Our sports banquet looks a little bit different this year. I want to give a huge shout out to the seniors that did not get to participate or finish their season this year due to the recent events. I want you to know that we're thinking about you. We're sorry that this occurred, but please know that we're always here constantly supporting you in any way, shape, or form. A few thank yous. I want to thank our president, Dr. Also, athletic director, Chad Gassman, and supporting staff, Ms. Christy, Ms. Jenna, Mr. Ryan Flickinger, our athletic trainers, our strength and conditioning staff, Nurse Mary, and everyone that is always supporting us in our university. A huge shout out to our assistant coach, Coach Clark, for his constant dedication and hard work this year towards our boys. He makes everything happen, and we really appreciate him. Our goalkeeping coach, Gustavo Espinosa, for his hard work with our goalkeepers and how much time he's put in for our goalkeepers to achieve their goals this season. This season was an excellent season for us. We finished with a record of 10-6-1. Our last 8 games of the regular season, we only conceded 1 goal. Our goalkeeper, Raul Guillamon, was named NAIA Defensive Player of the Week for the first week of October. Unfortunately, we lost in the conference semifinals to a tough opponent. We are looking forward towards our 2020 season. We have a great core group coming back, as well as a great new recruiting class that we're looking to bring in to make an instant impact right away. Our award winners, and I would just name them. Raul Guillamon was named Goalkeeper of the Year for the AII Conference. Guillermo was named Newcomer of the Year for the AII Conference, scoring about 12 to 11 goals. We had 4 first-team all-conference players: Raul Guillamon, Guillermo, Edwin Lopez, and Athos Montero. Our Champions of Character award goes to Jordan Hardy. Message to your seniors: guys, I hope that you're staying safe. Thank you for your trust, your commitment, your dedication to our program over the past several years. You have continuously came in, put the hard work in, and allowed us to progress our program every single year towards our positive direction. I'm very proud of all you guys. I miss you. Our program will miss you, but please know that you have a home here at Waldorf University anytime you want to come back and visit. All the best. I love you guys, and go Warriors.
Hi, I'm Coach Lugo, head women's soccer coach here at Waldorf University. It's unfortunate that the all-sports banquet that's held every year in the spring had gotten canceled based off this COVID-19, but luckily Waldorf has done a really good job, and the athletics department has partnered up in getting these videos out to kind of honor our athletes and honor the ladies from the women's soccer team and get the recognition that they deserve. This past season we took a huge step forward in rebuilding this program. We had 6 all-conference nominees from the women's soccer team. Those will be listed here shortly as well. But overall, it's just been a huge transition, and I'm proud of the ladies, proud of the work they've done in the classroom. Team GPA was super high this past semester as well, and luckily the AII will release those as well at the end of the year. I'd like to thank specifically our assistant coach, Coach Melanie Chandler. She's done a terrific job with the kids, does a great job in the classroom, keeping them maintained with the GPA that they need to. Helps me out, always has my back whenever I forget the little things that goes on around here. I'd like to thank Ryan Flickinger. He's been a huge help in rebuilding this program as well. He's a super mega fan of Waldorf athletics, and it's a joy having him and being able to support all the other athletics around at Waldorf right by his side. I also like to thank our President Bob Alsop. I know we've had some of the stretches where some of those tough games rebuilding this program has been through, but he's always been in the stands there providing all the support that we need. We've got a wonderful group, and specifically these seniors that have seen 3 different coaches in their 4 years that they've been here, and luckily they can see some stability within this program. All you Warrior fans that like to tune in to all the Waldorf athletics and whatnot, just keep an eye on the women's soccer program we're building. We've got some great individual athletes and some great individuals all over around the team. The culture is just growing and growing and growing, and we're excited what the future can bring. Thank you.
Hi, this is Bree Evenho, the Warrior Volleyball head coach, and first of all, I'd like to thank the people in the athletic department staff who helped make our season possible. So thank you to Chad, Ryan, Christy, and Jenna. Thank you especially to our strength and conditioning center staff, especially to James and Jason. And then thank you to our athletic training staff, especially a shout out to Alex for keeping our team healthy. Lastly, I have to thank our assistant coach, Coach Matt, for being the driving force behind our program. This season saw a lot of different milestones for our team. We posted the best starting record since 2006. We made the conference tournament, and that is a direct result of the leadership and skills of our senior class. They are the most decorated class to ever graduate from Waldorf, with each one posting Waldorf records or personal milestones in this season. In the 2019 season, Kira Platzek became the Waldorf career kill leader with over 1,000 career kills. She also set the career record for kills per set and the season record of aces per set. Elizabeth Tram will graduate from Waldorf as the career assist leader with over 3,000 assists. Elizabeth also set the career record for assists per set. Both Elizabeth and Kira were honored as first team all-conference and first team all-region members, which is something that hasn't happened in Waldorf for a very long time. Savannah Cordell is only the second athlete in Waldorf history to leave with over 500 kills and 250 blocks. Her steady leadership was a model for her teammates. Kelsey Setterquist set a career record for aces per set during her time at Waldorf and also attained the personal milestone of over 1,000 career digs. and Adriana Vetter attained her 2,000th career dig as a senior at Waldorf. To all of our seniors, thank you for your leadership, your legacy, your passion, and your strength and stability on the court. Thank you to our fans and supporters. Waldorf volleyball is on the rise, and we can't wait to have you watch us next year.
Hello Warriors, I'm Coach Provenzano, the cheer coach here at Waldorf University. I just wanted to take a minute to thank all of our amazing athletes who are a part of our program this year. Without them, we would not have been able to do some of the great things we accomplished this season. As a squad, we were able to showcase some of our talent at halftime shows during football and basketball seasons. We also enjoyed cheering on our football team and men's and women's basketball team through their successful seasons. We are excited that we will have 6 returners coming back to Waldorf University next fall, and we will continue to grow and build on our successes this year. I want to take a minute to talk about a couple of athletes who were voted on by their peers. The first is our MVP. Our MVP for the 2019-2020 season is Madison Widener. Madison is a sophomore with a ton of talent. She is a very strong base that is always willing to keep trying and building her skills. She will not quit until a stunt hits or she has exhausted every other member of the stunt group. Madison has beautiful jumps that she works hard outside of practice to keep improving, and she also has tumbling skills and the ability to teach her teammates those skills. Congratulations to our MVP, Madison Widener. Our team also voted for our 2019-2020 Miss Congeniality. Congratulations, Skylar Andrea. Skylar is new to cheer this year and picked up so many skills so quickly, always with a smile on her face. She is someone who comes to practice every day ready to work and encourage her peers. Skylar has quickly become a huge asset to the team and the team morale. Congratulations, Skylar Andrea, 2019-2020 Miss Congeniality. The 2019-2020 seasons have been very successful only because of the hard work and dedication of every athlete on our team. So thank you, Warriors.
What's going on, guys? This is DJ Wolfram. I'm the head cross country coach here at Waldorf University. I just want to start by saying thank you to our entire athletic department, staff, coaches, trainers, everybody. You guys are awesome. This is an incredible athletic department. I feel super valued and appreciated here. We do some pretty cool and special things, and it's because of everybody's collective hard work and what everybody does to make this place so awesome. And then next, I want to give a special shout out to Anthony Green for bringing me on board. Being a great mentor, leader, and friend to me. I really appreciate you, Coach. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And finally, I want to give a shout out to our athletes. I love you guys all to death. You guys are awesome. Thank you for working super hard every day. Being great teammates, leaders, mentors, all that fun stuff. This is a fun group. Love you guys all dearly. Can't wait to see what we do in these future years. And now, kind of summarizing our season, we got to do a lot of cool stuff. This was, like I said, this is a fun group. Probably the big highlight was we got to host the cross country conference meet, and our 2 senior captains, Andrew Murley and Marissa Widener, were able to finish their careers as all conference and national qualifying athletes on our home course. And they got to, their fans and teammates, classmates, peers got to see them become all conference athletes and qualify for the national meet on Waldorf soil, which was really cool. So we got a lot of awesome stuff coming up in the years to come. We are an up and coming and team on the rise, and everybody better watch out for these Warriors.
Hi, Warrior Nation. This is Will Finley, head football coach at Waldorf University. This year we went 7-3, finished number 23 in the nation, and had one of the best years in school history. I'd first like to thank our administration, President Alsop, Coach Chad Gassman, our athletic director, for their support. I'd also like to thank our staff, all the coaches and their families, the time our coaches put in away from home, building relationships with our players, recruiting, traveling. It's just amazing the belief and believing in the process, and I truly thank their families. I'd also like to recognize we had 3 All-Americans this year. What an amazing year we had. Bo Joseph, quarterback. Ryan Martinez, wide receiver, and Robert Mosley, offensive line. All seniors this year. I'd also like to recognize Marcel Linder and Bo Joseph. We swept the all-conference MVP awards. And then this year we had 19 all-conference players in the North Star Athletic Conference. I'd like to recognize our senior year award winners for this football season. I appreciate all the time they put in, and I can't thank them enough for their contribution to Waldorf University and Waldorf University football. You definitely left your thumbprint on this organization and this university. James Bell from Florida played linebacker. Ray Civil, offensive lineman. Matheus Oliveira played linebacker. Orion Glover, defensive lineman. Sam Huntley, wide receiver. Marcel Linder, linebacker, MVP. Cam Newsom, cornerback, played in the senior all-star game down in Georgia. I had the opportunity to coach him. What an amazing young man. Vincent Puderball, offensive line. Deshaun Quinn, defensive lineman. Probably one of my favorite players this year as a senior. Stanislaw Zawija, offensive line. Ed Dominguez, quarterback. Eric Flores, offensive line. Ryan Harrison, wide receiver. Jason Murray, defensive line. Josh Sowers, safety. And Sven Tiedemann, tight end. We appreciate all your hard work, seniors. Go Warriors.
I'm Brett Shelanski, the head hockey coach. I hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy. I want to congratulate all of our student athletes on all of their effort and accomplishments this academic year. I would also like to thank our athletic administration and support staff, Chad Gassman, Christy O'Shine, Jenna Keena, and Mike Stetson, for all of their help and support throughout the year. Thank you also to AJ Welch for driving us to our practices and home games many times through difficult weather conditions. Thank you to assistant coaches Steve Smith and Eric Locke for all of their hard work and dedication to the program this year. Our roster from the year is as follows. Our freshman players, AJ Bailey, Zach Jimenez, Jordan Ribbink, Yannick Sperling, who is named to the MCH All-Rookie team, and Ryan Stokes. Our sophomore players, Tristan Clusat, who is an assistant captain for us this year, Caden Chop, and Brandon Woodward. Our junior players, Darren Bruce, Anthony Chavez, Winter Sear, Taylor Carr, who is a captain for us this year, Dominic Lamano, Sean Maloney, who is an assistant captain for us this year, Ryle Purdy, Jeff Veach, and Gustav Cornelius. Our senior player this year was Caden Hintz. Caden has always been well liked by his teammates as well as Waldorf faculty and staff since he first arrived on campus 3 years ago. He has always wanted the team to be successful and contributed to that effort in any way that he could. His talent and experience has made him a big part of our team as a center over the course of his time here. He has also helped to bring several players to Waldorf to play alongside of him as his teammates. We will miss Caden not only on the ice, but as a teammate and a member of this campus community. He has accomplished a lot both on the ice and academically and has a bright future ahead of him. Congratulations on your career, Caden, and thank you for all of your hard work. And that is the 2019-20 Warrior hockey team.
Hi Warrior Nation, Coach Mann of the Waldorf bowling team here. Both teams finished 74th in the country competing against D1, D2, D3, NAI, and JUCO schools this year. The men's team qualified for sectionals and were on their way to the postseason tournament in Chicago before it was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. To start our year, we experienced a lot of ups and downs. In our second term of the year, the men's team finished second in qualifying behind the first place team by 2 pins, and the women qualified second also. During the tournament, we had an individual champion of Jacob Miner, another all-tournament team on the men's side in Ryan Swiderski at 5th, and we also had an all-tournament team finish in Allison Furman at 3rd on the women's side. During that tournament, the men also came back in the bracket play to finish first. Later in the year, in December, the women's team qualified 4th at the Mustang Invite before finishing 2nd in the bracket play. On the men's side, our highest average this year was Harry Weigel at a 193, and on the women's side, our highest average was Leanne Helgevold with a 183. Our 2 seniors this year were both 4-year members of our program, Allison Furman and Olivia Kubis. Olivia finished her career as the program's career pinfall leader, and Allison finished 2nd right behind her. Olivia finished her career with 12 program records in the top 5, while Allison finished her career with 3 records. Thank you to Allison and Olivia for all that they have done for this program. Thank you, and go Warriors.
The season recap for this year, I guess, can be summed up in saying that it was one heck of a ride. We had our ups and downs, and as a team, you want to play your best basketball towards the end of the season, and make no mistake about it, we did that. Got to the conference tournament championship game, came up a little short by 3 points, almost punched that ticket to the national tournament. I said last year that I wanted to make sure that we had a better season this year, and I think our guys definitely set the bar a lot higher for teams to come. It all started with some of our red shirts. I mean, they came to practice every day. They played hard, got after it, pushed our guys. Then it went on to Quincy Minor as a sophomore. Had a heck of a jump from his freshman to sophomore season. Probably the biggest jump I've seen out of anybody in 1 year. He was our 2nd leading scorer and just had a great overall season on both sides of the ball, guarding other teams' better players, and definitely look forward to watching him grow over the next 2 years as well. Then it gets down to our 4 seniors, and these guys, they have been absolutely outstanding. Their leadership, their wisdom, their poise, and their just overall grit to compete night in, night out, and give us chances to win games. Melvin Martin started for us at the point, and he was just a steady hand. I mean, he shot over 40% from the three-point line, which is top 5 in the league, and that's what you want from your point guard, and he did a great job defensively as well. Then you went to Demetrius Martin, who also had just an outstanding year. His whole career here, his 2 years, has just been great. Scored over 1,000 points, and he is he's going to be a great coach someday if that's the way he decides to go. He's going to be a great coach, and he studies film and really breaks things down, and I look forward to seeing where his career takes him as he graduates here in May. And then the guy inside, Big Gabby Munoz, 4 years. His development has just been insane. I just kind of wish he would have had a healthy 4 years. But down the stretch, he was playing like a man amongst boys, and he ended up being Defensive Player of the Year, an all-conference performer as well. And he will definitely be missed, make no mistake about it. He's been a solid foundation for us for over the last 4 years. And then last but not least, it's Brady Kachinka. Brady, a 4-year starter, all-time assist leader, all types of records. I think he was 2nd or 3rd all-time leading scorer in school history. He's going to be the toughest to replace, and because he's so dependable. And so he's just been somebody I can always lean on, somebody who's always in the right spot at the right time, makes big shots, including the semifinal of the conference tournament. Hit a game winner to send us to the championship game. He's just so reliable, and he will be greatly missed. His family as well. They're going to be really, really tough for me to replace. And I know he's going to do great things in his future. It's just tough losing the 4-year guys who've impacted your program like he has. And I mean, again, all these guys have done a great job for me this year. I'm just really disappointed that we didn't quite get over the hump and send them off properly at the national tournament. But I do believe that they set the bar extremely high, and I think this next coming season, we've got to get better. We got to get better, and we will get better. And so hopefully come this time next year, one, it's not a video call and we're all back together again. And two, we'll be talking about how we did in the national tournament. So best of luck to everybody out there. Stay safe and God bless.
Hello everyone, my name is Katie Schucher and I am the head women's basketball coach. I would first like to thank all of the administration and staff that support and allow us the opportunity to get to do what we love to do on a daily basis. I would also like to take a moment to say thank you to my assistant coach, Coach Cladovo, not only for all of the hard work and dedication that she showed our program this past year, but in the 4 years that she has been with our basketball program. I am now going to introduce the members of our Warrior women's basketball team. Our freshmen, McKenna Klaus, Ashley Schindel, Quinn Shaw, and Kylie Willems. Our sophomores, Dasmi Bonamy, Kinsey Tweedy. Our juniors, Tina Lair Van Meter and Nicole Obertine. And our lone senior for this past season, Morgan Strait. This past season, Tina finished as an all-conference honorable mention selection. In conference play, she finished in the top 5 in points per game, second in field goal percentage, second in rebounds per game, and second in offensive rebounds per game. Nationally, she ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Morgan Strait was able to cap her 4-year career with her name etched in the record books. She surpassed the 1,000 career point mark, finishing with 1,048 points in her career. She also finished second in career assists, second in career steals, and third in career points. Morgan was named our program's champion of character for the past season. I would like to thank Morgan for her commitment to the program over the past 4 years and the leadership that she was able to show our young team this season. Thank you also to all of our fans, supporters, family, and alumni. We are looking forward to building off of the returning team that we will have and adding a strong class of incoming Warriors to our squad.
Hey, it's Coach Anthony Green. I'm the Director of Cross Country and Track and Field, as well as Head Track Coach here at Waldorf. Before I get started on a recap, I want to thank Chad, Flick, Christy, and Jenna for all the work you guys do in athletics, as well as Devin and Jason for the strength department, and Alex and Ashley for helping our athletes stay healthy all year. As well as our assistant coaches, Kaylee, DJ, Tyler, thanks for doing everything you do, and I know the athletes really appreciate you as well. This year, we had a huge year again. We keep improving. We broke 14 school records, had 17 all-conference performances, 9 runner-ups, 2 conference champs, 2 national qualifiers, and 1 national champion. Some of those highlighted records were Hema breaking in the record in the 600, Naomi breaking out and setting the record in the 800 and the mile. Kamara Green repeated as the field athlete of the year in the conference. Kyla Jackson scored 30 points at the conference meet. The men's 4x4 won conference while breaking the school record again. And Zach Morrell competing at the national meet in the heptathlon on a sprained ankle. But the highlight of the year in program history so far was Damari Martin running the fastest time in the NAIA all year in the 400-meter dash and winning the national meet in a time of 46.87. Thank you to all of our seniors for providing excellent leadership and commitment to our program. It was really hard to not see you host the conference meet on our own track and compete for the final time, but I know you'll move on to big things in the near future that are bigger than sports. We are building a strong class right now for next year and return many big-time freshmen, sophomore, and junior contributors. Can't wait to keep doing things never done by Waldorf Athletics or Waldorf Track and Field in the very near future. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Dickinson, head men's wrestling coach. This year we had 6 letter winners and 1 red shirt. I'm going to go over a brief recap of this season. This year was more about rebuilding and growth as teams and individuals. The season showed glimmers of success that I know a lot of these guys can achieve. Every person showed improvement in the classroom and on the mat. I'd like to also let it be known that Ari Reyes and Julian Gustiniano both placed at the Central Baptist Invite, taking 3rd and 4th respectively, while we took 5th as a team. James Howie and Ari Reyes both took 5th at a very tough Heart of America Conference tournament with several other guys that were very close. We are a young team and we're looking for a lot of potential and growth, and I look forward to seeing what we can do next year.
Tyreece Gilder here, women's wrestling coach. Representing us on and off the mats this season, we had red shirts Caitlin Lombard, Lilia Rangel, Sandra Villapando Herrera, freshman Michaela Black, Berenice Espino, JoJo Hendricks, and Elisa Varela. We also had sophomores Shayla Batista, Diana Zizesheva, and Maya Finetti, and also senior Felicia Lucero. I commend this group for working their way through this grind of a season full of ups and downs. The overall youthfulness of this group didn't diminish their fight and effort throughout this season on the mat and in the classroom. Highlights from this year included multiple tournament victories and tournament placings from the likes of Diana, Michaela, Berenice, Finetti, Elisa, and JoJo. Equally commendable was seeing them really step up their community service involvement and effort this year, while also having individuals like Sandra and Berenice overshooting our team goals. I want to make sure I thank our assistant coach, Carrie, Tristan in strength and conditioning, and our training staff for all they do for us, as well as our continued support from our administrative staff. Thank you.
Welcome, Warrior Nation, and thank you for joining me here at the Augusta National Golf Club for this celebration of athletic achievement of the 2019-2020 season. I'm Mark Clowes, Director of Golf, and your host for this ceremony. As the azaleas bloom and the warm temperatures of spring have arrived, we want to take a few minutes to acknowledge the members of the men's and women's golf teams and the hard work and commitment over this past season. I'd first like to acknowledge our assistant golf coach, Joe Nordquist, for his help and dedication this past season with our teams. We truly appreciate his efforts that have no doubt played a significant role in our team's growth and success. Thank you for your contributions to the Warrior Golf program, Joe. Next, I would like to acknowledge our women's team. Nadia Turner, a freshman from Chaska, Minnesota. Jordan Ahold, a freshman from Augusta, Missouri. Brendel McGinn, sophomore from Huxley, Iowa. Katherine Johnson, a sophomore from Esterville, Iowa. Cassidy Blair, a sophomore from Palm City, Florida, and Nicole Meisner, a junior from Hemet, California. Our men's team includes Timini Undo, a freshman from Kenya, Aaron Fleming, a freshman from Marshalltown, Iowa, Nate Sogard, a freshman from Stanhope, Iowa, Cody Ailes, a junior from Marmaduke, Arkansas, Mitch Anderson, a junior from Excelsior, Minnesota, Jared Pfeffer, a junior from Overland Park, Kansas, Manuel Sodilla, junior from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, Ben Bourjan, a junior from St. Ansgar, Iowa, and Cole Ruckman, a junior from Amboy, Illinois. Even though our spring season was cut short, internally we did compete in a simulated conference golf tournament, and both the women's and men's golf teams were crowned champions of the simulated event. We are awaiting results of the simulated national tournament, but I would expect the Warriors to do extremely well in that event as well. Thank you for joining me for this celebration of our team's success. We have a great nucleus returning on both teams and are looking forward to our season starting this fall. Have a great summer, everyone.
I'm Lexi Detterman, head softball coach. I am so happy to be a part of this staff at Waldorf University, and it's been so much fun watching our athletic department grow and become more competitive each year. I want to thank our coaches and our support staff and everyone who's been pushing every single day to make Waldorf better. I also want to thank Coach Valadez, who's assisted me with a lot of my coaching duties and who has pushed our girls to become strong, independent women. Most of our athletes, we spend our whole lives hearing how short our time playing sports is, but unfortunately for our girls, that was a very firsthand experience this year. In our short time together last fall and this spring, it was awesome to watch this group of strong, passionate girls work together to become a team. This process didn't come without struggles, but the passion and hard work that was put in this fall and spring will set a great foundation for us next fall when we're able to come back together again. Unfortunately, for 3 of our athletes, their seasons were cut even shorter. Blaney Markman, Cody Hillman, and Katie Hoyer were 3 of our young women whose efforts were always exceptional. These young ladies put their time and effort not only into their physical skills, but also advocated for the team by trying to bring us together. They were always ready to help the team by assuming whatever role or position I asked of them. They had the capacity to make themselves and the team better in any role they were asked to assume on the field, in the classroom, and in their daily lives. As for our other seniors, Taylor Navarracho, Paige Jurgens, and Peyton Aronson, we're hoping it works out to have them back on the field next fall, so I'll save my mentions of their accolades for later. Besides, they only gave me 2 minutes to make this speech, so I wouldn't have had enough time to truly talk about how awesome all 6 of these girls are in only 2 minutes. As for the rest of the team, thank you for putting so much of yourselves into this team, and I can't wait to watch you continue to grow and make Waldorf University softball into the competitive, well-rounded team that I know we can be. I put the challenge out to each of you to take this time to not only appreciate what you have, but to also continue to get better every day. Thank you, and go Warriors!
Hello, Joe Tautges, head baseball coach. I hope everyone is staying healthy and well through these crazy times that we're dealing with. I want to start by thanking my wife, Katie, for all that she does for our family, the support that she gives me, and continuing to let me do what I love to do. I also want to thank my assistant coaches, Casey Sherman and Tony Lopez, for all the hard work and effort and time you guys put in to make our program better each day, day in and day out. So thank you. And then the support staff for all the behind-the-scenes work that you guys do to help our season run smoothly. All the scheduling you guys do, I just appreciate everything you do for us. I'm not going to introduce our whole roster, but I do want to introduce and recognize our seniors who will be graduating this year and not returning next year, baseball-wise anyway. Manager Tyler Sherman, Kevin Tapia, Chris Nunez, Nick Tebow, Andrew Benz, Brett Stenlin, and then we have 3-year letter winners who are graduating early, Heath Chapman and Nick Perfetto. And then our 4-year letter winners, Jared Littlejohn and Kyle Fromm. You know, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for you guys who didn't get to complete your senior year. It's not fair to you guys. You know, it's an unfortunate situation that we're going through right now. And like I said, I don't know what to say. I just feel bad. But I do want to say I appreciate everything you guys done for our program. And where it's at today, you guys have put a big stamp on that and have done a lot for our program. And I want to thank you for all that you've done. I know all you guys will be successful and with whatever you continue to do in your career. You know, we'll miss you guys and again I can't thank you enough. So. You know, going forward, we're looking forward to the future. We have quite a few guys returning, and I know it's gonna, you know, they're gonna be chomping at the bit next year when we get started, and you know, continue where we left off this year, which was we were starting to play well. So, again, I know our returners are gonna be chomping at the bit and gonna be ready to go for next year. So, hope everyone stays safe, and thank you.
Hello Warriors, my name is Ryan Flickinger, and I am the Associate Athletic Director at Waldorf University. I am honored to announce award winners for the College Sports Information Directors of America, Academic All-Americans, and the NAI Scholar Teams. For the first time, Waldorf Athletics saw 2 student athletes honored as College Sports Information Directors of America, Academic All-Americans this year. This award recognizes not only a student athlete's excellence in the classroom with a cumulative GPA of 3.25 or better, but also recognizes a student athlete's achievements on the field or court. This year's College Sports Information Directors of America, Academic All-Americans, are football players Hilton Joseph, a graduate student working towards his master's degree in business administration, and offensive lineman Zach Throne, a junior communications major. Congratulations to you both. And now we'd like to recognize the Warrior teams honored by the NAI as Scholar Teams for the 2018-2019 academic year. For a team to earn this honor, they must have a team GPA of 3.0 or better for the academic year based on the average GPA for all team members on the eligible roster. The Warrior NAI Scholar Teams with their team GPAs are as follows. The Warrior Women's Cross Country Team with a team GPA of 3.818. The Warrior Volleyball Team with a 3.490 team GPA. The Warrior Women's Golf Team with a 3.271 team GPA. The Warrior Softball Team with a 3.232 GPA. The Warrior Men's Cross Country Team with a 3.191 GPA. The Warrior Women's Basketball Team with a 3.153 GPA. The Warrior Cheerleading Team with a 3.150 GPA. The Warrior Women's Indoor Track and Field Team with a team GPA of 3.131. The Warrior Women's Outdoor Track and Field Team with a 3.096 team GPA. The Warrior Women's Soccer Team with a 3.069 team GPA. The Warrior Men's Golf Team with a 3.059 team GPA. Congratulations to these individuals and teams for their hard work in the classroom and on the field. You've all made Warrior Nation proud. Go Warriors!
We at Athletico appreciate the partnership with Waldorf in providing athletic training and physical therapy services to the student athletes. We would like to show our appreciation for the hard work of the student athletes at Waldorf through the Athletico Comeback Award. The Athletico Comeback Award is presented to a male and female student athlete who have faced medical adversity and successfully returned to their respective team. To be nominated, a student athlete has to be an active member of their team, be in good academic standing, have a significant and impressive comeback from a serious injury or illness, remain compliant and dedicated to treatment in the physical therapy clinic as well as the athletic training room, and demonstrating good sportsmanship on and off the field. Our first candidate transferred to Waldorf to finish out her education and athletic career. I can still remember my first day here as she was one of the first athletes I met, welcoming me with open arms. This athlete not only helped me understand the ins and outs of the school, but the Waldorf sports program. What I remember most about this student is her dedication. She pushed herself to be healthy and made her team a priority even though she was no longer playing. She always remained strong mentally and physically, pushing herself in physical therapy and then doing anything and everything she could for the betterment of her team and herself. She always had a superior attitude towards therapy with maximal effort and never questioned or complained about treatment. If obstacles ever came between her and therapy, she always found the time to make those appointments happen. Because of her commitment, she knew this would allow her to get back to the sport she loved and return to play as soon as possible. This athlete also spent her free time as a student athletic trainer helping with the football team in her off season. She always pushed and suggested therapy to her teammates and other athletes and was a prime example of what we do. This athlete has excelled defensively at both second and third base. As a junior transfer and a second baseman, she led the Warriors with a .395 batting average in the 2019 season. Defensively in 2019, posted a .958 percentage. She was a North Star All-Conference selection. The highlights of her 2020 season included 5 double plays and a 3 RBI triple in the Warriors' win against Park. Although their season was cut short, this senior athlete was able to play one last game in Arizona. Your female comeback athlete of the year, Blaney Markman.
The male comeback athlete came to Waldorf as a freshman in 2016. Since then, he has stood out for the Warriors on the basketball court, in the classroom, and as a part of the Waldorf esports team. This athlete improved tremendously during his time as Warrior. Throughout this time, he battled through numerous injuries and overcame them to achieve success. This athlete has been incredibly diligent about taking care of his body, spending significant time in the training room, both before and after games and practices, and spending plenty of time in there in the off season. This year, he led the basketball team in blocks, rebounds, and field goal percentage, leading him being named the NSAA Player of the Week for the games played on January 31st and February 1st, being named to the NSAA Second Team All-Conference, as well as being named the NSAA Defensive Player of the Year. He also is the career leader in blocks at Waldorf University. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to work with this athlete. The 2020 Male Athletico Comeback Player of the Year is Gabby Munoz.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the Warrior student athletes who achieved athletic success and recognition on a national stage, either qualifying for an NAI National Championship or earning All-American or National Champion honors. First, we'd like to recognize the NAI National Outdoor Track and Field Championship qualifiers from the spring of 2019. Isaac Craig, Keela Jackson, Justin Jacoby, Marissa Widener, and Kevin Wu. Qualifying for the NAI National Cross Country Championship in the fall of 2019, Marissa Widener, Andrew Murley. Qualifying for the NAI Indoor Track and Field National Championship, Zach Morrill, Damari Martin. And now for the All-Americans earning second team All-American honors from the Associated Press for football, Robert Mosley. Earning honorable mention All-American honors from the NAI for football, Hilton Joseph, Ryan Martinez. And for men's basketball, Demetrius Martin. And earning first team NAI All-American honors and winning an NAI National Championship in indoor track and field, Damari Martin. Two new awards to introduce this year, the Coach of the Year Award and the Team Community Service Award. The Coach of the Year Award is not based on championships or wins and losses, but is a fundraising effort by Waldorf Athletics, as players, fans, and the coaches themselves were invited to vote for their favorite coach in a penny war, with pennies earning the coach positive votes and other monetary donations counting as negative votes. This year's Coach of the Year is women's soccer head coach Lugo Arena. The competition collected $212 this spring that Waldorf Athletics will donate on behalf of Arenas to the Neighborhood Food Bank here in Winnebago County. The Team Community Service Award honors the hard work of Waldorf's student athletes away from the courts and fields and is based on the number of community service events a team participates in during the academic year, the percentage of the team's roster that participates in each event, and the impact on community of those events. The winner of the inaugural Waldorf Team Community Service Award is the Warrior Volleyball Team, which participated in a High Five Friday at the Forest City Elementary School in September, volunteered at the North Iowa Humane Society in August, walking and playing with animals, held weekly volley camps for 3 consecutive weeks in December, along with position camps for middle school and high school players in January, volunteered at the Forest City Plaza playing bingo with senior citizens in February, took cookies to the police in Forest City in December and hosted their Dig Pink fundraising week for the American Cancer Society in October. At this time, we'd like to present the Lions Club Sportsmanship Award on behalf of the Forest City Lions Club. The Lions Club Award has been in place as Waldorf College Athletic Award for more than 50 years. It is presented to the student athlete who best exemplifies sportsmanship not only on and off the playing field, but who is a solid student who meets the champions of character 5 core values: integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. Our Women's Lion Club Sportsmanship Award goes to Elizabeth Tram. Elizabeth is a senior setter for the Warrior volleyball team. Tram was a first-team All-North Star Athletic Association selection this fall and named to the North Central All-Region team by the American Volleyball Coaches Association this fall as well. She is the all-time assist leader at Waldorf with 3,156 career assists and has recorded 309 kills, 112 blocks, 80 service aces, and 863 digs in 4 seasons on the court for the Warriors. Away from the court, Tram is the Board of Student Athletes Chair for the NSAA, as well as being one of Waldorf's 2 representatives, is a founding member of Waldorf's Fellowship of Christian Athletes, is a 4-year NSAA Scholar Athlete, and an NAI Scholar Athlete. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Our male student athlete winner of the Lions Club Sportsmanship Award is Andrew Murley. Andrew is a senior distance runner who competed in both cross country and track and field for 4 years at Waldorf. Murley is a 3-time All-North Star Athletic Association performer in track and field, earning all conference honors in the 1,500 meters, the mile, and 3,000 meters. He is an NAI National Outdoor Track and Field Championships qualifier in the marathon. In cross country, he is a 2-time all-conference performer and is a 2-time NAI National Championships qualifier, competing at the national meet in 2017 and again in 2019. Away from competition, Murley also is the current student body president at Waldorf and is a representative for Waldorf to the NSAA's Board of Student Athletes. Congratulations, Andrew. Our final awards are the Honor Athlete Awards, which, like the Lions Club Award, has been in place for more than 50 years and honors not only one of our top student athletes, but the one whom is a solid student and a person of honor, respected by his or her peers. The winner of the Female Honor Athlete Award is Kira Plotzik. Kira is a 4-year outside hitter for the Warrior volleyball team. Plotzik recovered over 1,000 kills during her time on the court for the Warriors, making her the all-time leader in kills with 1,183 in 25-point rally scoring era. Along with her record-setting performance as an offensive weapon, Plotzik also recorded 509 digs in her career, 126 blocks, and 83 service aces. Her play on the court for the Warriors earned her first-team North Star Athletic Association honors as a junior and a senior, and recognition from the American Volleyball Coaches Association, as she was named to the North Central All-Region team both seasons as well. Away from the court, Plotzik proved to be equally impressive in the classroom, earning NSAA Scholar Athlete honors all 4 years, as well as NAI Scholar Athlete honors. Congratulations, Kira. The winner of our Male Honor Athlete Award is Hilton Joseph. This 4-year starter for the Warriors football team holds every single season and career passing record at Waldorf University and is the most honored player in Waldorf's NAI football history, twice being named an NAI Honorable Mention All-American a two-time offensive MVP in the North Star Athletic Association, a two-time first-team all-conference performer at quarterback, and second-team all-NSAA as a sophomore. Hilton was also second selected to play in the inaugural NAI Senior Classic this fall, where he was named the game's offensive MVP. Throwing for a new Warriors single-season record, 30 touchdowns this past fall, Hilton threw 86 touchdown passes in his 4 years for the Warriors and completed 614 of 1,031 passes for 7,990 yards in 4 years. The multi-talented quarterback also rushed for 26 touchdowns and 1,834 yards on 357 carries during his career. Away from the gridiron, he graduated in the spring of 2019 with a degree in business, then returned to school for his final year of eligibility as a graduate student and earned NSAA Scholar Athlete honors, as well as being named a Co-SIDA Academic All-American and NAI Co-SIDA Academic Football Player of the Year this past fall. Congratulations, Hilton. I hope you enjoyed tonight's ceremony. Can't wait to see everyone back in the fall and get Warrior Athletics going again. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.